Oh, quick video. If your boiler won't top up, we get loads of calls about boilers not topping up and pressure's low and stuff like that. So I'm just going to run you through a few scenarios. Right, this is a combi boiler. Hello. This is a filling loop. Quite common. There's a filling loop on just about every combi boiler there is and ever will be. And what it does is it's responsible for taking water from your cold, this is your cold mains feed, into your return pipe, usually return if your guy's done it right. Return pipe you're heating, and what that'll do is you'll open a lever, maybe two. This is a non-return valve, so it's just got a one on. You open a lever and you'll hear water. Water will be going from this cold pipe around the loop into your hot pipe, and your pressure will rise on the system. Okay, so you get calls from people who say my pressure's low and I can't top it up, or the boiler isn't topping up. So there are some things you can try before calling out one of those guys, and let's face it, we're not cheap. Right, first thing, if you turn that lever and you can't hear water, or you turn both levers and you can't hear water, there's half a chance it's just this lever that's knackered. So what you can do is stand your phone up. These are held in by a screw. So there's a little screw on top, or sometimes at the side. Take that off. And then get a pair of grips and try turning that with a pair of grips. Because what you sometimes find is the plastic underneath here, it gets rounded off. If you've got a tenant or someone who doesn't really give a toss, just starts ragging it, then that can lose its shape, and then when that's sat on there, it's just not got the force to actually turn the body of the isolation valve. That's quite a common one, to be honest. Now, if you can hear water gushing through from your cold pipe into your heating system when you turn these levers, and your pressure on your boilers still isn't going up, then it can get a little bit more technical and in-depth. What can be happening? Okay, so you've got water going through your cold to your return, but the pressure on the boiler isn't going up. You've either got a faulty pressure gauge or water's escaping somewhere else. So first things, check around the house, see if it's escaping around the house. If you've got water pissing through a ceiling and it stops when you turn this off, chances are you've got a burst pipe, you need to call a plumber out. Okay. Secondly, you've got a condensed pipe under most boilers. If you're turning that and water's coming out here at the same sort of rate, or slightly less, then and that's why you're not getting a build of pressure, then there's a good chance your boiler's knackered. It's probably coming straight out of the heat exchanger, pin prick in there or a break in the heat exchanger, so it's pissing out there. And let's be honest, most boilers over a few years old probably won't be worth replacing the heat exchanger. Best thing to do, call the manufacturer, see what they'll do a replacement for, get them out. In my experience, heat exchangers are quite expensive. Another option may be that it's coming out of here. This is your PRV discharge pipe, pressure relief valve. Go outside, there should be the terminal to the PRV, see if water's coming out there. If it is, then there is a fairly good chance that your PRV isn't closing properly, and as you're getting water, letting water in, it's just pissing straight out the PRV, out and away. So that's why the water's not staying within your system. They're just some of the things to try. If it is the PRV, they can be cleaned. If they're not closing properly, there might be a bit of grit stopping it closing, or it might just be a bit knackered of PRV. They're only a spring-loaded mechanism, so it's not unusual for the PRV to actually die. But again, if you're unsure, probably best to call someone out on that one. I hope that helps somebody. As I say, we get quite a few calls about low pressure in boilers and stuff like that, and that's kind of the main culprit. To be honest, this lever's one of the main ones. The amount of times you just bang a new lever on and he starts filling up, it probably happens 2 or 3 times a month. But some of the landlords try to avoid a call out. Get a pair of pliers on the actual body of the valve once the lever's off, turn it, and that's quite a common one. But yeah, there we go, that's it, not a lot else to say really. Right, crack on, and any issues, just feel free to stick some comments in or something like that. If in doubt, call someone out. repeat, combi cert, blah blah blah, like, subscribe and all that nonsense. Cheers.